his head. And he's walking home, but before he even gets there, what happens? He's a long way off, and what happens? The Father sees him. And who comes running? The Father comes running. Now, let me ask you, how do you think it is that the Father saw him? He was watching for him. He's looking for him. You get this picture that every day the Father wakes up and he looks out. Could this be the day my son's coming home? And he's out there looking and waiting every day. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Next day he gets up. Is today the day my son's coming home? And finally he sees him in the distance. And who takes off running? The Father takes off running. Have you ever seen an old man run before? Have you ever seen an old man in a robe run before? This is not a dignified picture. This is a very humbling, humiliating thing. This son disrespected the Father. He brought shame into the whole family by taking the inheritance and leaving. And the Father sees him and takes off running for him. He embraces his son, hugs him, and kisses him. Son, can you imagine? He's a little confused by this, and he still breaks into his speech, Father, I've sinned against you and against heaven, and before he even has a chance to finish, can I be one of your hired workers? Can I work and earn my way back in? Can I do enough good deeds to earn your favor? Father doesn't even give him a chance to finish. What does he say? Get the robe, get the sandals, get a ring, put it on him, let's slaughter the fattened calf, let's celebrate. Son doesn't even have a chance to ask. The Father already knows. And I think that's the gospel. That's the gospel. That here we are, and many of us have come to this point in our lives that we realize, man, we are very far from God. Maybe some of us have gone a little farther than others. But we realize that we are sinful, messed up people. We've rebelled against God. And we come to our senses at some point and say, you know what? I want to earn my way back. I want to do enough good deeds. Maybe I'll get up, go to church, maybe even at the 9 o'clock service. And I'm going to go to church and I'm going to do these things and I'm going to earn my way and maybe give tithes and offerings and serve and help out. But that's not what God's asking for. It's not the good deeds we can't earn. That's why the Father sent the Son to us. And Jesus came running. He went and became one of us, took on flesh and humanity, lived the perfect sinless life that we could not live, and went to the cross in our place. Paid our price, paid our debt, paid for our sin, so that we can be forgiven. And there's nothing we can do to earn God's favor. It's His grace. But you see, the Son had to repent, didn't he? Had to turn. It wasn't until he repents and turns and starts making his way home that the Father meets him. You have to repent. But once you do that, there's nothing you need to do. It's that attitude saying, God, I'm coming to you. There's nothing I can do to earn it. And we see God, the Father, comes running.